this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video. Actually, it's a YouTube hop with the How to Kill a Kit with Style, and we are just doing a regular YouTube hop for the month of November, so check everybody that's linked down below. And all we're doing is going really into our stash and just playing around. So now, while this I know is not normally snow, but in the state of Georgia, this is snow for them. So this is the one time that we knew we were getting snow, and it actually did do some snow, and I got some night snow time when it came down. As you can tell, it wasn't that cold. It was cold enough for it to stick, but it was still warm enough for my daughter to go out in slippers and, you know, dress like that. The kit that I am using is Freeze and Season, and I think this is probably one of my oldest ones I have, which is 2018. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is what it is. So I do have quite a bit of that. I am also following along with the Scrap Squad. Day number 5, it's the 12 days of autumn scrap lifts. And I will link down below not only the people that are following along with this, How to Kill a Kit with Style YouTube hop, but also the link to the Scrap Squad and to the link of the scrap lift that I am doing. And so let's see how this turns out. Okay, let's get started here. So I'm going to take off my cover sheet, and what I'm deciding to do is that first I was going to make a background of a different color, like just one of my solid pieces, and then I found the white background that I absolutely love, and that is what I'm going to do it with on here, just to try to use up some of this collection, as this is How to Kill a Kit with Style and all of that fun stuff. So I took one of those circles and I turned it around, and that is what I'm going to fill in this one of them. And then the other two that I'm cutting out is from this green sheet, and putting them in the circle bins. Now, when I look at the, when I was looking at the sketch, or not the sketch, but the layout, I realized that I made a mistake on where the color, I twisted this around. So I needed to make it the right collection, or the right section, so that all of my stars, like my little circles that I make for the snowflakes, show up. So the one thing that I didn't show you on in like real time in the beginning of the intro is I forgot to print out my circles and my snowflakes, where in the layout they had solid leaves and then a cut file that went on top of the leaves, as that's what I could tell like when I blew it up, so that I could see like how they did their leaves. So I'm going to do the same here, and you'll see how I really attach all of that together, and I absolutely love how this turns out. I am the one that needs to add mixed media because it just needs it. So I'm adding all the mixed media on there as well, and that will be coming up shortly. And I'm just trying to figure out kind of where I want the photos, because I'm not going to do 3 photos like she does. So here are the circles and the cut files. So the snowflake cut file is from Paige Evans, if I remember correctly. I think. I can't remember because I cut these out and forgot to show them on camera, so I forgot to link them. If it is, I'll link it. Otherwise, it's, you know, just find a snowflake cut file. That's round. And I did 2 inches by 2 inches. So then I add a little bit. You can't see it here on camera, but in the still shots, you'll see the little bit of jazz that the centers add up when I'm using this glitter paste from Stickles. Now you will see me actually use this one because I was like, ooh, I want to add a little bit more pizzazz to this. So I went and got one of Vicky Bouton's stencils out, and I'm going to put it along the page. Now this is where I should have, and I know better, but I wasn't thinking that I was going to use glitter paste underneath. But what you need to make sure that if you are going to put down mixed media and cut these circles out like I did, make sure that you actually glue down the circle areas, because I didn't, so it makes the paper a little bit warped, I guess, if you want to say that. And I know on camera you can't see it really, but in the still shots you'll definitely see the glittering pull through. Now, I did find the color that matches this really well on this screen is the Sea Brock. That's from Close to My Heart. So that's the back paper of one of the stars, or like the snowflakes. And then I did use a little bit more of it for my background. And then I'm just going in to use it, some of this. I only have maybe one more layout left, and that's it of this collection. Then after that, it's like done, all she wrote. Like there's no more I can do of that, which is a good thing because I still have some photos left of that day. So these photos were at night when it happened, and then it did stick around. We had to get up pretty early so that it didn't melt, because it did melt the day after. But what I wanted to do was to get those photos afterwards. So I did get photos of Asher Basher being in the snow, and then Kaylin and Asher as well. And so I know I can do one. So my title is going to be Bundle Up Flurries, even though I know that it's like a complete oxymoron there, because there she is in her slippers outside the door. You know, in her slippers and in shorts. But we don't get snow all that often, so when we do get it, you got to capitalize on it and get those photos taken. Even if it was, I think I had to wake her up. I think it was like 3, I was up, if I was up, so it had to have been on the weekend. So I woke her up, I think maybe midnight at the latest. And I woke her up, and she's never up that early or ever up that late. So, and then I had to get her up early the next day to at least get the photos of the actual snow during the daytime. So, but make sure you go check out everybody. That is linked down below. How to Kill a Kit with Style. It's our YouTube hop for the month of November, and then obviously December we take off, so then we will be back in January. And Sarah came up with some fun ideas and themes throughout the year next year, so I'm excited to see all of that. Make sure you check out the Scrap Squad as well. I will link their group down below. They will be starting up a 12 days of Christmas scrap lifts, and I can't wait to see who they pick for me to scrap lift throughout the month of December and probably January. Lastly, what I'm going to finish out with is adding these blue they're blue like jewels, I guess, from Pink Fresh Studio. I got these quite a bit ago, and I never really used them. And so now I am using up my stash. Obviously, I've had them for quite a while because I got them when Missy Wooden was using them a lot on her layout at a time. I think it was when she was part of the Pink Fresh Studios YouTube design team or whatever. So here are the still shots are coming up. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you. I upload between 2 to 3 times a week. Design team layouts, collaborations, all that fun stuff. Here are the still shots. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.